Hi guys, I'm going to take you through this tall bookshelf project I started. Very first thing we're going to do is clean it with that crud cutter. It's always very gross, so you want to make sure you wipe it off. After that, we are going to take off the hardware and we'll keep it all together. Even the stuff on the inside, it just makes it easier to paint if you take it all off. Again, we're just keeping everything together. Pardon my hair. I was just trying to show that I was removing all of it. There we go. Next, we are going in with some Dixie mud. It's kind of like a wood filler. It goes on very smooth. And we're going to fill in all these damaged areas. We have to sand it down as smooth as we can get it so that you can't notice any damage once the piece is painted. After we're done sanding, we have to wipe off all the dust so that it doesn't get into our paint. And today I used Slick Stick by Dixie Belle. It's like a primer, but it's for slick surfaces like veneer or laminate. And it's just supposed to save a little bit of time with sanding. Speaking of sanding, I sanded again with a 220 grit sandpaper and wiped off the dust just so we can get the fuzzies out of our primer. Then I used Evergreen by Dixie Belle, mixing it all up, making sure it's thick and even. I learned this little trick from watching other flippers. They'll line their tray with foil to save time with cleanup. I don't particularly love the cleanup process with this, so this saves a lot of time. And then we're using Dixie Belle brush, and they recommend having it damp to make it go on more smoothly, and trying to paint in the same direction to avoid streakiness. Next, I went ahead and used this Rust-Oleum metallic paint to respray the hardware, make it a fresher, prettier gold. Afterwards, I was looking and saw that this really wasn't the color I was hoping for, so I went and got collard green from Dixie Belle, and I mixed the evergreen and collard green together to make the color that I was hoping to achieve. After mixing that up, I put a coat on the entire bookcase and all the shelves, and then I sealed it with this wax clear finish, and it cures in 21 days to seal and protect the entire piece from potential damage. After I put it on the entire bookcase, I took a lint-free cloth and I wiped back all of the excess. One of the last big steps was to apply this wallpaper to the entire backing of this bookcase to kind of make it pop and shine and give it that boho look. Then I went back and I put back all the hardware onto the bookcase and struggled for quite a while. Had to get my handy father to step in and help me figure out what the problem was, because these were just not lining up right and the display case door was just hanging crooked. He figured it out. Turns out whoever put this bookcase together the first time did it backwards, so luckily we worked it out and it looks great now. The last step was to stage the piece, and this is always my favorite because you get to see it come together. And then after that, we post it and see if it sells. So that's it for this flip. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.